Weekend of practice. How do you think that the camp is going for you, and are you achieving what you were hoping to get?
Yeah, we don't have a set goal of what our goal. What we do, our goal is just consistent improvement on each individual. So I think going into number 5, our players are better than they were going to number 1. So we've accomplished that, but we're not really a goal operation when it comes to spring ball. It's just how does each individual become a better football player when they're out here. So whether it's through meetings. And knowledge and understanding of the game, and then applying it to the field. And so we're seeing improvement from our guys, and we're pleased with that. So.
You didn't get a chance to see much of Jabari Anderson last year. What does he bring to that position?
He's obviously very athletic. Obviously he missed the entire season last year, but he can run. He's a sideline guy. He's a physical player. And so we'll see as he progresses. But he doesn't. The one thing Jabari did was he kept up with everything. So this isn't a whole new defense or special teams concept to him. He's got a pretty good understanding of what we're trying to get accomplished, and he's looked good in the first couple of days.
I think some of those defensive linemen last year, all the freshmen, showed a lot of promise. In what ways have you seen them improve so far?
Everything for those guys has just slowed down, because they kind of got thrown into the mix when they were true freshmen. So a lot of it's just you're still trying to figure out how to walk around campus, and now you're playing in college football games. So I think things have just slowed down for them, and they've got a better understanding of calls, fronts, alignments, and things like that.
What kind of potential does Aikido have? It seems like size-wise, he really fits all the check boxes.
Aikido, yeah, he's a sky's the limit guy. I think he's very explosive. Obviously, you can look at what he does in track and field. Size-wise, he's over 330 pounds right now and carries it really well. Can be a very disruptive force on the defensive line for us. But he's smart. He's an intelligent football player. We're really, really excited about how he progresses going into year 2 of this.
We talked
29,
Delon Hurt, yeah.
Yeah, he looking okay.
He's done another one of those freshmen. This is year 2 for him, so kind of the light bulb's gone on. I think he's got a great understanding. Sometimes when you're a wideout, you're just trying to figure out how to line up, let alone run the proper route against defensive leverage and where am I breaking, all those other things. A lot of that is just kind of what do I do, and now he's not only what do I do, but how do I do it, and even more importantly, why do I do it? So why am I trying to get him to turn his hips inside? Well, because I've got an outside breaking route. Before it was just I'm going to run outside, and he didn't do anything to affect the defensive back and his pedal. Now he's got a pretty good understanding of it. So he's another one of those young kids that played last year for us, but has taken that next step going into year 2 here. So.
We talked a lot about the pass rush last year. In what ways would you want to work on that to kind of improve it for this year?
It's just some individual skill work, and can we get off of one-on-one blocks? I think our coaches do a really good job of attacking schemes, and then, no one very rarely gets just free rushers running at the quarterback. If that's the case, then it's the defense. The offense blew a protection. So guys got to learn how to win one-on-one battles. If you can get them into a one-on-one battle, then you got to hope that your one is better than their one, and that the skills and techniques that they have are going to beat the skills and techniques that the opponents have. So that's just an ongoing process for all those guys to continue to work on their toolbox in terms of being able to be good pass rushers.
Is it my imagination, or is the team doing a good job not having the ball hit the ground a lot?
It's not your imagination. We've done a better job, but even 1 is unacceptable. I think they have to understand that. I think we had 2 last practice. One of them was a receiver ran the wrong route. Dorian threw it. Receiver thought it was something else, and the ball goes into the DB's hands. And then we had a fumbled exchange. So we are doing a better job of that, obviously. But our standard and our benchmark is to have 0. So if you can go through a training session with 0, you're good. The problem with that is that our goal on defense is to have multiple. So if the offense has 0, then the defense didn't have a good day. And if the defense has multiple, then the offense didn't have a good day. So it's sometimes in spring ball, it's a back and forth deal. That's what makes you get better. Iron sharpens iron. But it's interesting. Did you have a good day? Well, half of the team did, and half the team didn't. So it's to overall judge the whole thing. It's kind of interesting when you go that way. We had too many missed tackles on defense, but we made a lot of guys miss on offense. It's how do you look at it? As only the head coach, the offensive coaches and the defensive coaches, though. But it's a give and take, But I think our guys are doing a better job. I know they're securing and carrying the ball better. So.